Welcome back to Urban Studios. This is a Ferrari F430, and today we're going to answer the question, is it worth buying one of these in 2025? Stay tuned. The Ferrari F430. With its timeless design, its glorious 4.3 litre naturally aspirated V8, this must definitely be up there with one of the best supercars of all time. But is owning one in 2025 still relevant? Let's find out. Starting off, the design on this car is 20 years old, and I've got it looks a bit familiar, this car, especially that number plate. I've seen it somewhere. Right guys, I think it's best if we get the owner on the channel now, because I'm not 100% on these cars and the owner's got quite a story to tell about it. So let's get him on the channel.
Hi guys, my name is Umar. You've probably seen me before on this channel on one of the popular videos that I received. I think it was 12,000 views. So yeah, let's try to get this one as many views, if not more. So yeah, I've got the M5 Estate, which you've probably seen, one of the recent videos that Urban Studios have shot. And yeah, we had the Subaru and the Mustang before this. Unfortunately, we had to sell them, and yeah, we've got this now. Um, a lot older than them cars, but also an upgrade at the same time. And yeah, I'm going to run you through what the ownership experience has been like. I've had this car for about 7 weeks now, and there's a lot of good things to mention, and there are some bad things to mention as well. So yeah, if you just keep watching, and I'll run you through it all. So with like all the cars I've owned, there's always a story behind them, and this one was the ultimate goal to achieve, and I finally achieved it. So ever since I was a little kid, I originally used to live in Bradford, and I used to look out my bedroom window. There was a car wash opposite, and I used to see one of these cars there. In fact, I used to see a fair few of them. They were quite popular back then. I think that was around 2006, 2007, and I've absolutely loved these cars since a little kid. I've always had toy cars of them, posters, everything. And now to actually own one is a huge achievement. To see this in front of me, it's like, it's just wow. And I wanted the exact same one that I had as a toy car. In fact, I've still got the toy car. So it's the same Rosso Corsa exterior and Crema interior leather. So just wanted the exact same one, same sort of wheels and everything. The good thing about this one though is the LCI, the facelift basically. So after early 2008, they changed it to the facelift. So the exterior is pretty much the same. The only difference is this one's got carbon ceramic brakes. It's got the upgraded manifolds because that was a problem for the previous generation. They used to crack a lot. It's got the upgraded ECU, so it's a better software on the engine. So instead of it being 450 brake horsepower, this one is 490. And then it's also got a different software in the TCU, which is for the gearbox. So the gears are a little bit more quicker, a little bit more snappier. It is an SMG, well, it's not an SMG gearbox, but it's based on an SMG, like the Formula 1 cars. This one's a DCT. This is the same concept. It works off a hydraulic pump. And I'll tell you something, it is a lot of fun to drive, a lot of fun. I could compare it with the M5. This is just more race spec. That's the only difference. But the how the gears change and the performance is pretty much alike. So for all you guys who do know me personally, or even on my social media, you've probably noticed that I've swapped and changed my car very often. I think I've had like 12 cars in the last 8 years. I do get bored of them quite quick. I like to just try new things. I am quite limited to what I can drive because I drive with hand controls. So when I purchase a car, I can't test drive it. I just have to get hand controls fitted and then off I go. So with this one, I'm probably not going to keep it long. I do love it. It's a childhood dream car. I've enjoyed it now. I've actually done a fair bit of mileage in it since I bought it. So when I bought it, it was on 10,000 miles. And you know what? Guess what? How much mileage I've done in 7 weeks? Comment below. About I'll mention it at the end anyway.
So I'm back, but I'm here to tell you that not everything's actually a smooth road with owning a supercar. Umar's going to give you 5 things that he does like and 5 things that he doesn't like about this car.
Okay, so the first thing I like about the car is the sound. There's no turbos. It sounds incredible. Take a listen. So the next thing I like about this car is the driving experience. It drives very different to what I'm used to. I feel very intact with the road. There's no body roll, nothing like that. It's just straight to the point. It's just raw power. It just keeps going and going, and the gear shifts are just immense. It just pops and crackles on each shift. So the third thing I like about this car is the comfort. For a supercar, it is very, very comfortable. I have sat in a fair few supercars like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and whatnot, and I'll be honest with you, I've always loved Ferrari. They've stuck with their leather. It's still original. They're so comfortable. They're not all these carbon seats and whatnot. It's made to enjoy, and that's the whole purpose of buying a supercar. Not just for track days. It's to enjoy all year round. So the fourth thing I like about this car is the space. You see, because I'm in a wheelchair, there's not a lot of cars I can use. Lamborghinis, Audi R8s, all them other cars that you see quite commonly, I can't really buy them because they know where to put my chair. But in this car, it fits like a glove. Come and have a look at this. There's plenty of room in there. So lastly, what I love about this car, the looks. Come on, 2009, and it looks timeless. Look at these massive vents. It's just the stance, the way it sits. There's not a lot of arch gap, massive brakes, nice little F430 badge there, embroidered. Massive vents while you're driving. In your mirror, you can see these massive vents. Just a lovely feature, and it just looks amazing. It's got that retro but also modern look to it, sort of like that Enzo type of design with the two sort of actually they're very similar to the Enzo lights, very identical. Massive diffuser with big fins. It just looks amazing. I love the curves. That's one thing I've always loved about Ferraris. The way they look, these curves, they just look really nice. Like Lamborghinis, for example, which is what I would compare it to. They're just very simple, same slope, every single one you see. But all the Ferraris now, they're very, very different. You've got different models, and they all look very unique in their own way. That's what I like about Ferraris. Right then, so 5 bad things about the car, what I don't like. That's a difficult one because there's not a lot to hate. Um, but let's start with the attention. That's one thing. So sometimes you just want to go for a spirited drive, but then you get a lot of attention. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like the attention, but I do at the same time. It's time and a place in a way. Like when you're going at car shows, you don't mind because you're going there to show off anyway. But sometimes we just want to go out and about around town here and there. Yeah, you do get a lot of attention. Sometimes while I'm driving, just get kids randomly running towards the car. Bit of a safety thing as well. So that's one of the bad things I hate about it. So the second thing I dislike about it is the sound system and the infotainment system. It is 2009, so you are going to expect it to be a little bit on the dated side. So basically, the subwoofer was crackling a little bit. I had to upgrade that. The sound system is okay; it's not too bad. It is better now that I've upgraded it, but the Bluetooth is a problem. I have to check my phone to 2 different Bluetooths. So I've put a Bluetooth module kit inside the car for my music, but then for the voice, so when I'm calling somebody, I have to use the Ferrari Bluetooth. It's not the best when you're driving because people can't really hear you as well. There's too many vibrations and sort of like an equi tone voice, if you know what I mean. It's not too bad though. It's all right. So it is nice to drive, but thirdly, the bad thing is the steering. It's a little bit heavy. Now, for an ordinary person, it's not too bad. Obviously, you drive with 2 hands, and you're not going to get tired as much. I'm used to cars with cruise control and with electric steering because I've had fair few new cars, so I'm used to that sort of steering. This one is a hydraulic steering, so it's a little bit on the heavy side, especially when you're driving it quite often. I'm steering with one hand, and it can get a bit tiring, but the feel is amazing at the same time. You know that force feedback, so it's a bit of both really. So the fourth thing I don't like about this car is it had no cup holders. So when I bought it, I was thinking, how am I going to go to all these tea places in Bradford, like cha, how am I going to get my tea? So I thought, you know what, I'll buy a cup holder. I had to look how much it was. For one single cup holder that fits where your ashtrays, it was £313. I thought, okay, I've spent a bit too much already. Let's be a little bit more innovative and make something. So what I did, I chopped up a number plate, wrapped it in carbon fibre, bought 2 cup holders, joined them together with some rivets, and that's it. It just slots in the centre console, and that's it. Me, I'm a passenger. That's it, done. Cost me about £6. Right. So lastly, what I don't like about the car is the battery. Now, it's got a brand new battery, but you have to keep it on trickle charge because every 3 days of driving, you'll get a warning message that the battery is low. It's just the way the cars are. Maintenance isn't too bad. It's just literally only the battery problem. In my ownership, I've not had to spend anything on this car. It's just the battery. I've spoken to a few mechanics, and they've all said the same thing that these cars just have a lot more electrics, and because they're dry sump, not wet sump, the oil pump, it works a lot harder and a lot more. So that's why they use a lot of battery. So yeah, there are some things I like and some things I dislike. But to be honest with you, when you're driving it, you forget about everything else. And these little things are just very minor things. They're nothing to worry about. I'll be honest with you, it has exceeded my expectation of owning a supercar. And now that I've owned one, I would like to own a different one, maybe something a little bit newer. Like I said, I like to swap and change my cars. So this car, I'm probably going to keep for a couple of months and then move on, buy something a little bit newer. So yeah, if anybody's interested, do shout me on Instagram or Snapchat. Username is UMAR468 and just send your offers in. And yeah, as I was going to say, the mileage. So I have really enjoyed this car. Like I said, I bought it at 10,000 miles and now it is almost on 12,980, I believe it is. So yeah, doing about 3,000 miles in 7 weeks. So you could say I've dailied the car. So yeah, it's been nice to be back on this channel after a while. I don't like coming on camera much. I don't like to be recognized where I go, but I'll probably come on here a bit more often. I do enjoy it. So I'll give it over back to Safyan now. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.
So you've heard it there from the man himself. That's him and his car. I know you didn't see a lot of me today, but we got to admit, Umar smashed it on camera. And yeah, hopefully we'll see more of him on the channel soon. But yeah, that's it from me. I'm going to end it there. But before I do go, I'm just going to give you a little taste of what owning a F430 is like.
Absolutely love these cars since they're kid. All the toy cars of them, posters, everything. And now to actually own one is a huge achievement. To see this in front of me, it's like, it's just wow.